ethos.
Have you ever worked really hard for something only to have it slip away just beyond your reach? I'm guessing so. Maybe for you, it was working really hard for a promotion or a particular job, particular client. You prepared, you put in the extra effort, made it so clear that you were just the perfect person for the job, only to have it go to someone else less qualified. Happens all the time. Or perhaps you have a fitness goal, lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever it is. You watch what you eat, you exercised, and it just didn't happen. And worse, you saw other people not work nearly as hard, lose weight while they sleep. Not an effort for them, and they were making huge progress. That's not fair. I'm Paul Goldsmith, a creative coach and entrepreneur, and you're listening to the Creative Coach Cast. I know for me, I must have superhuman metabolism because I really can lose 20 pounds just by cutting sugar and carbs in a matter of a couple of weeks. Everyone tells me that's not fair, so I get it. I'm sorry. We each have our own battles to fight, and that's not mine. But what if you could view your own challenges in life not as setbacks, but as resets, as an opportunity to learn and grow and maybe try a new goal in a different way, a way you hadn't envisioned, even beyond what your original goal was. I had this experience last weekend as I trained for months to run a marathon, hours upon hours of getting up and going on training runs just to be prepared, and I was ready. And as I was waiting for my Uber from the hotel to take me to the race, I got a text from the marathon committee that the marathon was canceled due to weather. Now, here's the thing. It was 44 degrees. I've run in that. That's not a bad temperature. Little rain. Okay, a lot of rain. It was blowing rain. But at this point, I was there and I was ready to go. So while I didn't see this as a reason to cancel, it wasn't happening. I'd flown all the way to Savannah, Georgia, checked into a hotel, stood in the rain the day before waiting for my registration, my t-shirt, my race bib, and I was so mentally and physically just ready for this race. But that option was taken away in an instant, and I faced a new decision. I could see this as a setback, or I could see this as a reset, and I chose the latter. I decided in that moment to use this as an opportunity. The half marathon was still on. And so this reset actually allowed me to test my half marathon pace. So I chose to go for it, to run as fast as I could. The weather was no joke. It was nonstop pouring rain, but I knew I had it in me. I didn't know how fast I could go. I layered up, put on a hat, and set out for the race. And I had so much energy built up. I knew I just had to run or I might explode. I didn't know how fast I could go at a half marathon pace. So I found the pace girl that was running at a pace that would finish the 13.1 miles in 2 hours. And I made it my mission to stay with or ahead of her for as long as I could. My previous fastest half marathon time was 2 hours and 28 minutes. So this was ambitious, but I wasn't sure if it was possible I could do the whole 13.1 at that 9-minute pace, but I was going to go as far as I could and then just walk, do whatever I could to finish at whatever speed I could. The key was just staying fueled with the goo and staying with the pacer. And for 12 miles, that's just what I did. They flew by. At that last mile, I still had fuel in the tank, so I went for it and ran as fast as I could. And I did finish in under 2 hours, a personal record. And I was so grateful for that opportunity. Had the marathon not been canceled, I wouldn't have had that opportunity. And the good news is the race is actually comping everybody that missed out on the marathon another race. And so next week, I'm going to get a do-over on my full marathon in Nashville, where I live. So I'll keep you posted on that. But in the meantime, it might not be a marathon or half marathon for you, but I'm certain you have goals and you've been disappointed when you weren't able to reach those. If I can encourage you with this, it's I couldn't have done that half marathon pace without a pacer to keep me on track, to keep me accountable. So find a pacer, find someone who can show you the way, who can go alongside you the distance of whatever your goal is. And when you hit a wall, don't see it as a setback, but as a reset to evaluate what else can I do? What else can I accomplish in this moment through this lesson? Everything that happens to us gives us the opportunity to reevaluate what is a new goal I can accomplish here. What is a lesson I can learn? And then each week, seek progress on your goals, not perfection. And everything that happens to you can help you make progress if you view it as a reset and not a setback. I hope that's encouraging to you. If you'd like someone to pace along with your creative goals, that's what I do. I'd be honored to help. Feel free to reach out on Twitter or Instagram. I'm at Paul J. Goldsmith, or you can text me anytime, 559-574-3210. Thanks so much for listening.